you as passionate about motorbikes as we are? Sound nice to me. Subscribe to this channel to receive newly uploaded video. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends and family. Today's video we are going to discuss about these 10 coolest Ducatis ever. When it comes to motorcycles, few companies have achieved what Ducati has been able to achieve during the last century. Ducati was founded in the northern part of Bologna in 1926. Over the years, the company has produced some of the most iconic motorcycles of all time. Interestingly, Ducati did not start as a motorcycle producer, it was a family business manufacturing radios and radio components. Unfortunately, the company's Italian premises were destroyed during World War II, leading to its rebirth as a motorcycle producer. Fast forward to today, and Ducati is known worldwide for producing fantastic motorcycles with striking designs, thundering V-twins, and of course, their rich Italian heritage. The following is a breakdown of 10 of the best Ducatis of all time. These are the 10 coolest Ducatis ever. Number 10. Ducati Diavel. Ducati is not traditionally known for building cruisers, but when it finally entered the cruiser segment in 2010 with the Diavel, it was a huge success. The Diavel was so good that it could take on Harley-Davidson in the cruiser market and win. When building the Diavel, Ducati essentially crammed the V-twin, brakes, and suspension from its superbikes into a cruiser chassis, resulting in one of the fastest cruiser bikes money can buy. The Diavel's engine had a power output of 162 horsepower and 94 pound-feet of torque, making it the fastest cruiser to hit 60 miles per hour from zero. Number 9. 1994 Ducati 916 SBK. Ducati arrived into the modern performance superbike segment with the 916 SBK in 1994 and forever changed it. Designed by the late Massimo Tamburini, the 916 was a thing of beauty and had the performance to match. In a world dominated by inline four-cylinder machines, the 916 came in with a simple V-twin and decimated the competition. Ducati also introduced its trademarked desmodromic valve control system with the 916, allowing it to deliver all the 114 horsepower it had smoothly. This made the 916 one of the fastest and best-handling superbikes, allowing it to win 4 WSBK Riders titles in the hands of legendary riders like Carl Fogarty and Troy Corser. Number 8. Ducati Monster. Introduced in 1993, the Monster is, to many, the bike that single-handedly saved Ducati and turned it into today's success. Everything about this rugged and streamlined beauty changed how Ducati builds bikes. Upon its release, the Monster was an instant icon. The simple yet stylish naked bike proved irresistible for urban, style-conscious riders. Even though it has gone through plenty of evolutions, every Monster still features Ducati's trademarked desmodromic V-twin and a signature trellis frame design. Today, the Monster makes up more than 75% of Ducati's entire production output. Number 7. Ducati Street Fighter. Since its introduction in 2009, the Street Fighter has been one of those bikes that always make people drool. This sexy performance naked bike has geometric design elements that many adore, an ergonomic riding position, and lots of power to play with, the perfect blend of superbike-like performance and the aggressive styling of naked street bikes. The Street Fighter is available in two forms, a standard 1098cc version and an 848cc version intended for those who need more efficiency. What makes it truly special today is the fact that Ducati is yet to build a proper replacement for it. Number 6. 1959 Ducati 250 Twin. In the late 50s, Mike Halewood, a young but extremely talented British Grand Prix rider, was looking for a new bike that could dominate the track. Thankfully, he had a wealthy father who provided him with valuable connections in the motorcycling world and the financial backing he needed to develop the perfect bike. At the young rider's request, Ducati created the 250, which came with a fair twin-cylinder engine, a stroke 55x55.25 and bore, and a central gear train driving the distribution. The result was a bike that could deliver up to 37 horsepower, making it one of the fastest bikes at the time. The 250 Twin was the start of Mike Halewood's legendary ties with Ducati and is one reason why he's regarded as one of the greatest racers of all time. Number 5. 1955 Ducati Grand Sport Mariana. Introduced in 1954, the Grand Sport Mariana was another critical milestone for Ducati. While all other Ducatis were getting outraced, the Mariana sport bike zipped past the competition and won multiple prizes with its unbeatable speed and grace, all thanks to a single-cylinder 4-stroke engine with an output of 12 horsepower. Designed by Fabio Taglioni, the Mariana wasn't only known for its speed, it had also gained a reputation for being extremely strong and dependable, which is why it could cover thousands of miles in the Tour of Italy without mechanical failures. Number 4. Ducati 748 rupees. When Ducati launched the standard 748, it had mixed reactions. Most buyers loved that it had a similar shape to the iconic 916 but hated that its engine made only 87 horsepower. To correct this, Ducati introduced the 748 rupees, the racing version of the lackluster 748. The 748 rupees was a massive success as it had the perfect balance of lightweight and performance. Its engine could crank out more than 100 horsepower, and since it was made of carbon fiber and titanium, it was very light and quick. It also had a sky-high 11,500 revolutions per minute rev ceiling, but buyers had to change the valves every 700 miles, a small price to pay for such speed and power. Number 3. Ducati Hypermotard. The Hypermotard is known for being one of the last bikes produced when Federico Minoli was still the CEO of Ducati and more so for being one of the craziest bikes ever made. This bike delivered a beastly performance for starters, thanks to a thumpy 1078cc air-cooled Desmodromic V-twin offering plenty of power and torque for a bike that weighed just 178 kg. Its chassis came with superbike-derived hardware, such as suspension and brakes, making it extremely agile. Even though newer versions of the Hypermotard are equipped with the best rider aids, it's still one of the wildest bikes out there and is definitely not for the faint-hearted. Number 2. 2004 Ducati Desmosedici RR. Ducati's introduction of the Desmosedici RR brought the motorcycling world to a standstill. Famous for being the first ever street-legal replica of a MotoGP bike, its design was based on the iconic GP6 MotoGP but had a few road concessions made to ensure reliability and safety. For example, though it used the same 989cc Desmodromic V4 engine as the GP6, Ducati had detuned it to just 200 horsepower to make it more controllable on public roads. However, it maintained the MotoGP aesthetic in its design and featured performance parts such as a race-developed chassis and suspension. It's also the first production bike to come standard with forged magnesium wheels. Number 1. Ducati 1299 Panagal. It took almost 2 decades for Ducati to develop a worthy successor for the legendary 916, but that finally came when it introduced the 1299 Panagal Superbike in 2011. Like the 916, the 1299 Panagal packs plenty of style and performance while introducing some of the most advanced motorcycling technologies available today. The 1299 Panagal came with an innovative chassis equipped with a 1187cc Super Quattro V-twin with a power output of 171.8 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful bikes in its class. The 1299 Panagal also made history when it became the first production bike to be equipped with electronically adjustable suspension. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments or something in your mind you want to share, let us know in comment below. Hope you like the video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook channel. Keep safe and have a good day.